Yo, what's up guys, Shujinkydink here with another video to entertain or assist you in becoming the better Injustice 2 player. And this video is all about Dink versus Ambu Get Wrecked. And I got something really exciting that is going to happen at the end of this video. So if you're a fan of the channel and you've been keeping up with stuff, then yeah, stick around. But anyways, I had this set with Ambu Get Wrecked in the War of the Gods tournament, which I totally bombed. I think I went like 1 and 2, and then I played in another tournament, the Legacy Luminary or something tournament, and I actually went 0 and 2 in that one. So it was a really rough day for me as far as tournament wise goes. But you know, we have our good days and we have our bad days. This was a hype set, and out of all the sets I played, I didn't really feel like the gameplay wise was really worth uploading the whole tournament. But this set was really fun to play. So this is a matchup that I don't think is in Firestorm's favor. A lot of Firestorm players actually think it is, and I think it's at best a 5-5, because if we can keep him right where we are now, I think we have the advantage. The only problem is once he gets in with all his pressure and the amount of damage he does and his mix-ups and everything he has to open us up, our lack of a 6-frame move to really challenge a lot of his pressure it really hurts. And Superman, of course, does a lot of damage anyways, so it's kind of tough to get much going. We kind of have to put him full screen, so a lot of the time I'll be putting him finishing combos with the torpedo, as you can see there, to kind of create that distance and put us back into space. I noticed he was jumping quite a bit at me, so you'll see me do a lot of the reads on the I didn't respect the plus frames there, that was bad. And that just hit me too, so that's just things that are happening to you, and sometimes you just have to accept that that's what's going on. So yeah, it's interesting matchup. I'm starting to read his jumps, and then later on in the set he kind of adapts and fixes them. But either I throw out the 2-2 because that's the only move I have that kind of challenges him if he tries to do something after breath. I thought that was plus, but I think I'm wrong. Oh, that's so sad I dropped that. But that happens a few times, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's a good counter to his eye lasers in the air. Just do a flying torpedo. You have to be careful though, because if your torpedo goes into the range of his eye lasers, it'll hit you. And then he can meter burn it, and it really sucks. So that's an idea.
Begin.
The second game, a lot of the same, trying to read his... I got all the bars lately. Yeah, that was bad of me to try and challenge that, and that too. I just, that's a fault of mine as a player, that sometimes I'm just not patient when I really need to be. Superman especially, because I know how much damage he can do if he actually hits you. That's neutral, and I had to test him. See if he knew that it was neutral. He did not. And like I was saying in the last commentary I did, a lot of people don't know that that's neutral. They kind of challenge it in the wrong ways. But again, it could just be that not a lot of Firestorm players are using it. I gotta give myself props. That was a nice confirm. And this comeback right here. Who's the man? Who's the man? Using that trait that I hate on all the time, but I figured this time, you know, might be worth it. So far I'm doing alright, making all the right reads. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. You have to be really careful about using that in certain situations. But so far doing a good job spacing him out. Didn't want him to clash because I know he has a lot of meter. It's one thing that I try and do. It's not always something that's going to be able to happen, but try and take a look at their meter before you decide whether to let them clash or not. It's easier with Firestorm because you can get them locked in the Molten Trap, so that gives you some time to look around at the meter. And that should be the same with any character. If you play some sort of a character, even like Supergirl or Superman, who can get you with like the frost breath or something, if you can get them in a place where they're kind of locked down for a minute, just do a sweep of the screen. Just look at your life, look at their life, look at their meter, look at your meter. Just see where everyone's at, because you have a couple seconds, like right there with Superman. If he has the time to do so. That was so weird. I was so confused. I was like, why am I ending up on this side? But yeah, he got me. But anyways, going back to what I was talking about before, if you get any sort of a move that leaves him stunned for a certain amount of time, just sweep around the screen. Start at one corner, just look life, life, meter, meter. That's all. The timer in this game isn't a big deal, so don't worry about that. I've played like 2 matches, I think, where I've actually got timed out. I'm actually kind of salty about that. Because in MKX it was actually kind of a thing that you could time somebody out, especially if you're playing like a Sub-Zero or something. That was so annoying as fuck. Anyways, kind of getting our game going a little bit here. And that's another thing as a Firestorm, or any character really, like I did the 1-1-2 into the 2-2, which is a frame trap. You kind of have to test them on that to see if they respect it or not. See whether you can get away with it. Because if you can't, then just do it all the time. I could tell that he didn't have a whole lot of experience against Firestorm here. Still a great player, obviously, and knows his stuff. But I was getting away with a lot of stuff matchup-wise that I probably shouldn't have been against anyone that actually knows the character. Like I think he might have thought that was plus, and that's why he backdashed. Because that string is actually -7, I believe. So he actually could have punished it, or just did 4-2-3. And here I don't really care if he clashed because we are even on meter. Oh, that happened to me a couple times this set. I was trying to break. I read that he was going to do that, and I tried to do 2-2 into the Molten Trap, but my hands are dumb and decided they were just going to do standing 2 into Molten Trap, and it cost me the break. I've never had that happen to me before, so it was really frustrating for me because it happened twice or 3 times, I think. And I don't know if it was just nerves or just me being, you know, not as proficient in my execution. That was a good trip guard by him, really challenging. Yeah, see, there's the 2-2 to challenge his frames. See, that's one dangerous thing, and especially in this matchup, is that back 1-2. Back 1-2 is actually -10, but not a lot of people can actually punish it. Superman, because he's got his 8-frame forward 2, can punish it really hard. So I can't just throw it out the way that I would in other matchups. See, right there, I'm throwing it out again. That was a good clash, I guess. Both even on meter, but it is what it is, and that's all it is. I decided not to use any because I get massive amounts of damage for 1 bar, and I already almost had 2 bars. Well, I wish I would have meter burned that, but again, yeah, that was, I think that was a reaction to the jump. Just barely took the round that time, but yeah, going up 2-1. Young Firestorm against Superman's. Twirl, twirl, twirl. All we do is twirl. Anyways, he's switching characters here. So he switches to Atrocitus, no surprise there. Kind of expected it, I knew it was his previous main. He's probably more comfortable in a lot of matchups that he isn't comfortable. That was a godlike down one. Can we just talk about that for a second? Stop him dead in his tracks. Yeah, going in with the pressure. I meant to do the forward one, I'm sure of it, but either way. It was a restand, but it's a high, so that was an odd choice of wake up by him, but it's all good. This I was so salty about because I tried to do the not the meter burn, the I don't know what you call it, where you blow it up, but it didn't come out. I thought that all you had to do was just hold down, and that's what I did, I'm pretty sure, but maybe I missed the input. Anyway, someone could confirm that for me if you're seeing it in the chat. Either way, oh, that conversion. Sometimes I'm godlike. So I'm doing a pretty good job here. Yeah, that's a big one for me. I don't know, like, Because he had way more meter than me, and I had him in the corner. I should have just done double forward 3. That was just a bad decision by me. Meter burn back 3, that was wasted. Don't really mind so much if he throws me with Dexstar out, because that just kills the Dexstar meter. It sucks to get hit by a throw, but I mean, it is what it is. He takes my first health bar here. So good job evening up the life lead here. He doesn't have Clash though, and I'm aware of that, but I didn't have meter to meter burn that. I didn't take advantage of that the way I should have, meter burning the last hit. Making some bad reads with my meter burn back 3s. Is that a rhyme? How many times can I rhyme? I tell you. Yeah, I just wanted to get out of the corner, but that was a really good punish on the whiff Lampedo, and he just threw it out again, and I was like, okay. I mean, it worked. Thinking back, not sure if this Clash was the best idea. I don't think that was doing a whole lot more damage, but I did want to keep a bar so that I could get 1 meter burn Molten Trap. Good by him kind of jumping around to avoid it. I should have read that a little bit more. And again, wasting a bar on a bad meter burn back 3 read. Yeah, I just threw away that life lead that I had. I was sitting pretty. I just made a couple bad choices. And it's really weird because, like, in the moment, you think it's just like the best idea ever, and now that I'm watching it back, I'm like, oh, I don't know, Dink. What's wrong with you? But it's good, and it's something that I always talk about to everybody. The #1 way to get better is to watch yourself, because that's, I don't know, you watch yourself and you're like, okay, well, yeah, I shouldn't have done this, I shouldn't have done this. I knew I was going to stick with Firestorm. I don't mind this matchup. I think the matchup is fine. I just, I should have, now, that's another thing. I should have done down 1 into Starfish a little bit more, because he was counter poking me a lot, so that Starfish would have got him, and then I would have been able to counter poke and then start pressure. That was kind of unsafe. I need to be more patient in that kind of zone, because otherwise, I don't know. It's just fucky. So now I'm in the corner. Dexstar was out. It's gone. Trying to down 1 under those flame breaths now that they're high. Again, see, again that happens. I was trying to do the 2-2 Molten Trap, but I messed up and just got standing 2 into it. Yeah, and then I missed, I had so much meter there, I should just meter burn forward 3'd again, just in case he woke up. That's definitely something I need to be more aware of, the meter around me. And there I was just like, yeah, I don't want to be in this corner. I'm going out. I'm going to try and kill the Dexstar meter. I was not expecting that. No idea. Misses the punish on the... See, there I tried to meter burn back through that last hit, because I thought there was a gap there, but I must have either mistimed it or something. But yeah, he left me room to Clash here to get some health back, so that was good. Starfish. When in doubt, Starfish. Challenges the plus frames with the Dexstar burst. Interesting. Not sure if he knew that was a thing or if he was just going for it, but yeah, real good games to get wrecked. It was a really fun set. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I'm pretty much done commentating it right now. I'm going to throw it over to a really good friend of mine who's just created, if you've been on the channel for any amount of time, you'll know Krisha for sure. And you know, he thought it was kind of time for an upgrade to the channel, and I agree with him. So I'd like to end this. Please, everyone, put your hands together and help me join Krisha in his newest creation.
Dare to get burned.